Bore da dosbarth porfo. This is our first lesson of our new week, and this week we're going to be looking at poetry. Our learning objective today is to use appropriate vocabulary, and the appropriate vocabulary that we're going to use are rhyming words. Very often rhyming words are used in a poem, not always, but this week they're going to be. So we're going to start off by practicing our poetry rhyming words. So on the board I've got 5 words. I've got day, see, date, write and chair. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look and we're going to fill in the first 2 columns together. So the first word we got is pay. So the first thing you need to remember when we are doing rhyming words is that they need to sound the same. So there's 2 ways we can do that. We can use the A sound, as in day, or we can look at the letter pattern, which is A-Y. If we use that and we say them out loud, then we know that they rhyme together. So let's look at the word day, and if I added pay and hey, you got the same letter pattern, the same sound, but all I've done is change the first letter. We do exactly the same with the word see. It's the E sound. So we could, if we use the word see, we could add B, or we could use the word fee, using the E sound. If we say them out loud, then it sometimes makes it easier to make sure that they do actually rhyme. For the word date, a longer word this time, but we could use the word fate, because we're using the 8 sound, and we could use the word hate. All I'm doing is changing the first letters, and I'm keeping the sounds and the letters at the side. If we look at the word write, all right, we could use the word sight, because we're using the ite sound, I-G-H-T. Or we could add 2 letters and the brr sound and make the word bright. It's easy if you say them out loud, okay, and you'll be able to find many more. If we use the word chair, this time we're going to take a letter away. I'm going to take the C away, and I've got hair. Or I could add the word fair. Right, so your first task, as you can see, I've got 3 more columns down here. Your first task is to see whether you can add more words to each of the columns, okay? Do them with a friend, a brother or sister. You can do them with your mum or dad and see whether they can come up with some too. Okay, our second task is to see whether we can find some words that don't fit what I've just told you. Don't fit the criteria that I've just told you. So for example, if we look at the word write, I got right, sight, bright, but I could add the word kite. It's got the same ite sound, but it's not spelt the same. This is why it's important to say it out loud. Then we've got the word chair, hair, fair, and I could add the word bear. A completely different spelling pattern, bear, but it's still got the air sound in it. So it sounds chair, hair, fair and bear. So your second task is to see whether you can add any words to these rhyming words that don't fit the letter pattern. Got the letter sounds, but don't fit the letter pattern. There's more work on the website, if you'd like to look on there too, on rhyming words, and I look forward to seeing your work. Good luck.